Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do some makeup and also just have a general catch up. I say this all the time, but it has been a little while. You might notice I cannot tell you how funny this is. I feel like I'm a teenager because what you're seeing behind me is my makeup room, which actually has our bed in it. It also has over there, that is a chest of drawers with some towels on top. Things are chaotic here. I can't wait to tell you all about it. But do you know what it means? It means that I get to show you the little baby. Jenna's going to chill out with us while I do my makeup. Also, it looks very, very dark behind me. That's because it's actually 9 o'clock at night. It was the only time that I could film, because we have got a lot going on with our house at the moment, so I'm going to tell you all about that as well. I'm going to take my jumper off because I'm too warm. The reason I'm going to sit and do my makeup is because, one, I feel like I've not done it in such a long time and actually filmed it. It makes me feel great, even though I'm going to take it right off to go to my bed. I'm going to take some pictures and stuff because I've wanted to do this. And I'm going to talk a little bit about just life updates in general, what's going on. I haven't really shared too much about my pregnancy, either on here or on Instagram and stuff, and it's not on purpose. I think I thought I would share a lot more, but we have just been pretty incredibly busy in the best way. Just all preparation for baby girl getting here. One thing I did do was my tan last night. I put it on last night and I slept in it like always. One thing I forgot to do was wash my hands. My feet are fine, but my hands are quite dark. They're not, again, it's not terrible. I mean, I've been working like normal today and no one said anything about them, so I'm really, really delighted. But a little bit of real life for you. I honestly haven't had any issues with tanning my hands for the longest time. The only difference was I literally forgot to wash them. So stupid. I literally put my tan on and got in my bed and fell asleep straight away. A portion of this video is going to be sponsored by Utan. I have my tanning water with them. I want to let you know that the tanning water in 50% darker is actually running out of stock, but it will be on pre-order. But also, I'm going to use my CBD tanning water on my body. I used my Turbo Tan that I use all the time. It is my absolute favourite. There's a couple of different scents now. You can get the kit, which is £50, but you can use my discount code on top of that, which means you get it for £10 off. It's very good. So I'm going to put all the details down below. I'm not going to talk you through my tan routine because you've seen it so many times. What I will do though is link the videos where I am doing like a proper in-depth tanning video. And I'm going to start my makeup. I'm going to start with my skincare actually. I'm going to start with Skin Nova first. I'll tell you what I've already done. My fresh vitamin water, obsessed. I'm still running out a little bit. And then what did I put on top? My ordinary multi-peptide NHA serum. This one used to be called the buffet, if you remember. And then I'm going to put my Skin Nova on top. Oh my goodness. My skin's quite dry at the moment. I don't know why. I think it's pregnancy, honestly. I'm going to use my peptides and antioxidants firming daily treatment. When I am taking this off, I'm going to use a really nice rich cleanser and just put both those moisturisers back on because I just need my skin to be cocooned in moisture right now. A great tip if you're trying out my tanning water, you're worried about you're getting kind of clogged pores or anything like that, or your tan settling into your pores, try applying it after you've done your moisturiser because that acts like a barrier. Or you can use it on top of makeup as well. So I love to use it as a last step in my skincare routine, and then during the day sometimes I put this over my makeup if I want a little tan boost. I'm not using the 50% darker one today, I'm just using the normal one. Ooh, that's good. I've never drank so much water in my life. I'm waiting for my face to dry before doing my eyebrows. One thing that I am so shocked at is that I've not gained too much puffiness in my face yet. I really thought that I would be looking like a basketball by now. Famous last words, I'm pretty sure it's going to happen at some point. But my face actually doesn't look too crazy considering the amount of weight that I've gained. Which actually, you know, it's not a vanity project being pregnant, but it was something I was a bit nervous about. I've always had quite a chubby face, so I was just slightly apprehensive about getting a super chubby face when my work is so my face, right? What I will say though is my bumps popped. Look at that. She's super round. She's really strong. I love getting kicks and everything like that. It's my favourite thing. I think when I first fell pregnant, oh my god, wait, I need to tell you about this. The new Benefit Fluff Up Brow Wax, so great if you're in the market for something. It's less dedication than a soap brow, but you can still get that effect if you want. I still use my other products that I always use through my brows though. I've just kind of added this in, but I go right through, backwards and forwards. You kind of feel it start to get a bit sticky, and then you can really place the hairs. And then what you can do is use a spoolie, and you can flatten them out if you like. So see if I get a spoolie, you can do that. and like smooth them out. It's really cool. It's really, really, really good. When I first fell pregnant, I didn't know whether feeling the baby move around would freak me out at all, but it really doesn't. It just feels like I've got like company with me all the time. But she's getting strong. Like there's sometimes she gets me in the back or my ribs and I go, oh. Funny as well, I did not know when you are going for your scans and stuff, they measure to see if you're measuring normal and everything like that. And I am like bang on normal. She's bang on normal for everything apart from she's got long legs, which I mean I'm 5'10", so there's a chance that she's going to be tall like me. As far as how I'm feeling and stuff like that, I have been so lucky, honestly. I've had friends with all different types of pregnancies, really tough ones, the ones where they were really sick. Some of them were fine. I think that there's a lot of like changes to you mentally, maybe, that is a bit of a trip. I'm just going to leave my eyebrows like that. So I've literally just used, I'm going to tag everything below, but I used Benefit Fluff Up Brow Wax, then the 24-hour brow setter just to set that in place. But it's great because the wax holds it and then this sets it rather than this having to hold while it sets, if that makes sense. And then just a little bit of Gimme Brow. Perfect. We're doing quite a glam look today, by the way. Right, we're going to use foundation. I just did a job with NARS and I haven't used this foundation in ages. I forgot how much I loved it. We're going to use the Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. And I know that I've got another shade here somewhere for my tan. Oh, let's mix this in. I'm going to mix 1 pump of the newest light reflecting foundation. So if I show you, that's Barcelona, which is good, it's not too far. And then there's Syracuse, which is good, but it's not too far, so it'll make it mix perfect. But I'm usually Barcelona. Don't know if you guys have seen, so I'll just say it anyway, but the start of my pregnancy was super smooth, and then from about 8 weeks to 14 weeks, I was really nauseous every morning. I was only physically sick twice, which part is kind of annoying. See, when you feel that sick, you're like, that, please just throw up, and you just don't. And then literally woke up on week 14 and I felt brilliant. I couldn't believe it. All my energy came back. I was carrying like pretty neat, I think, at the start. So, you know, as far as like aches and pains and stuff, didn't have any. And then as I've got a bit bigger, I noticed that my tailbone, like, and it's not even like my lower back, it's like my coccyx, it's like the base, the bottom of my tailbone, when I was sitting down for long periods, whether that be at my desk or here or like literally just on a plane in the car, it was like my ability to stand back up had left. I would get really achy and sore, and then I just couldn't bring myself to like stand up. I'd be like, oh my god, it's gonna hurt so much, and it does. It like hurts. The only way that I could describe it was it's like the pressure of it. It's like giving birth out the base of my spine. Or trying to like there's just so much pressure. That only started happening, I don't know, maybe like 6 weeks ago. I'm now pretty pregnant. I'll be 30 weeks on Friday. It's flown in. My energy levels are starting to dip now. There's some things that I really struggle with. We recently just did an amazing trip in America to have meetings and meet some of our community out there, which is really, really cool. Some of our customers that we've made like relationships with online. Like there's so many people that I know that I recognise, and you know, I see everyone posting about us. So we had like a few back-to-back events, but it was like 12 days back to back, and we had 1 day off that wasn't a day off really because we were filming. I think in hindsight I would have maybe planned it so I would have had a little bit more time off just to literally like lie down. I was fine when I was away, but I think it was just like the adrenaline, and I didn't really have a choice but to be okay. But when we got home, oh my god, I was so tired. There was things that I just physically couldn't do, you know, in between every meeting, and I'm in between any work that, you know, I had to get done, I was just sleeping. I'm so proud, I'm so happy we did it, and it was the best time. But I was like, oh, okay, right, I'm feeling pretty pregnant now. Got my last trip next week, and then that's me home. So I'm going to be home for a long time, and it makes me really excited because, which brings me on to my next subject. I feel like that's all I have to update you on with pregnancy really. Yeah, that's just how I've been feeling. Apart from that, yeah, I just can't wait. I keep on thinking about all the things that I loved when I was young, and I always tell this story. There was one day that I really didn't want to go to school, and I think, see, kids, like little kids, like it's like a little mental health day, right? I was like 8 or 9 years old. I really didn't want to go to school, and my mum was like, she was just kind of like, okay. And I do think that's important. See if anyone comes from me and says that's not good parenthood. Yes, it is. Literally, yes, it is, because it was one of the best days of my life. She was like, okay. And she was like, do you want to go and get your ears pierced? It was the best day of my life. I've told this story before. I don't think I told you about me dog in school, but I did. So see, stuff like that, it just makes me really excited to like make memories like that with her. Another thing that I think is super important for me, see the days that I make an effort or invest some time into myself. So by that I mean do my hair, think about what I'm wearing. Like, I love the dress that I'm wearing today. It's just a Skims dress, but I could wear this for the rest of my pregnancy. Do my makeup, tan, hair, literally all that stuff. I feel so nice, and I feel literally like Mother Nature incarnate. I actually feel like it's the coolest thing. I'm like, oh man, this is so nice. Not every day is like that. There's some days where I look in the mirror and I'm like, I am the most disgusting troll ever. Because there's a lot of mental things going on. You know, I googled the other day, I was like, will my boobs ever go back to normal? Mostly yes, apparently. We'll see. There's definitely no use in just being like, everything's perfect, everything's the best, because there's tricky moments too. I've noticed that when I don't take the time to make myself feel good like that every so often, it can start to just feel a bit, I don't know. I can just start to feel a bit rough, honestly, and a bit like gross. And actually, you know, these are all things that I've done for myself for a really long time. And if I was to stop doing all those, I can understand why people might lose themselves slightly and just be like, am I just here to do this? Like, who am I? So it sounds really vapid, but it's the best. Same with baths. Same with reading, same with like going out with the dogs and stuff like that. I'm going to use my blush in the shade Toned Up, and the concealer I used was just my Modern Radiance concealer in the shade Medium 4, my usual shade. So yeah, getting ready every so often, and knowing that on the rough days where I'm looking pretty nuts, which then makes me feel pretty nuts, that I know that it's just a wee phase. Sounds really stupid. It sounds like stuff that you shouldn't care about when, you know, the bigger picture is much bigger, but I think we've learned that actually these things that make us feel good are really important. I suppose apart from the way that you look, the way that I look, because that's all kind of mostly about appearance, isn't it? I have noticed that on quieter days, so like weekends, is when my kind of mood can dip. When I'm busy and I don't really have time to think about so much, or, you know, I've got like loads of other stuff taking my mind off whatever it is, sometimes at the weekend I can just feel a bit flat, which is such a shame, right? Because the weekend's meant to be like your time off to relax and rejuvenate. Now that I know that pattern, I'm just kind of making an effort to do nice things at the weekend. Make sure I get out of the house. I'm terrible for that, especially because I work at home. Because I travel a fair amount, I feel like I'm away a lot, but actually see just like cutting about where I live and doing like nice things around here, I just don't do it. So I'm making more of an effort to do that, because I know that when the baby's here, I'll want to go out and about and do stuff with her and Jack, you know, and do nice things. So that is a pregnancy catch up. Let's move on to why I'm filming in my makeup room / bedroom. We got back from America last Monday. We've since then been to Iceland because Jack got me a trip to Iceland for my Christmas, which was amazing. It was so good. But when we got back from America, we literally got home on the Monday, and then work started on our house really shortly after that. I actually think, yeah, by the time we left for Iceland, it was all in full swing. So at one point on Monday, I think we had 9 workmen in our house in 4 different rooms, and that's like plumbing, electrics, joinery, decorating. It's all happening, which is difficult sometimes to live with. And if you guys are doing any renovations, or if you're doing any of it yourself especially, you'll know that it can get a little bit tricky. But that's why we're living in here. It means that we are so close to having a finished master bedroom, a finished bathroom, which actually got ripped out quite a while ago, and now it's all getting done in the next 2 weeks. And the nursery is actually getting, the electrics are all done, the joinery's all done, and it just needs painted and a floor down, and the floor's booked to happen as well. Can you believe it? So I did not think that we would have a nursery by the time that she was here, but we are going to have a nursery, and I've been ordering furniture, and I've been having the best time. Since I last saw you as well, I've also launched a new product. This is my Sunset Blush Balm in the shade Piazza. It is perfect. And actually I'm going to put it on the back of my hand, so a gorgeous little ball, and I'm actually going to take the bum of my sponge and push that product in, and we're going to just, oh my god, it's so good. And I love bringing it quite close to under my eye. It looks scary, but man alive, it ties the look together. So that is why everything is in here. This time in like 3 weeks, there's going to be so much finished. I've been ordering new furniture, new lights, which is just going to really finish off certain rooms. I'm definitely in nesting mode, and I actually think I've been in nesting mode for a little while because I was really tidy in my hotel rooms, which I never am. But I was literally pure trying to tidy up after myself. I was like, this is so sad. This is like a bird without a nest. So I think what my plan is, because this is what I'm so excited about, I'm going to literally get home from my last trip, and I'm going to have like baby hauls. Tell me as well if this is actually interesting to you or not, but I'm going to have baby hauls to talk about, which I know is very niche and not for everyone, but I know that some people are excited about that stuff. I'm just using Skin Dew on my cheeks. This complexion is looking very good. I want to do a vlog just at home showing you guys all the updates and stuff that I've been buying for the house and the plan. And I've got before pictures, but I think I'll just show you the afters, which is so satisfying. I've not really been vlogging the actual work getting done because some of the time I'm not here. Like next week I'm not here. I want to show you some of my maternity beauty products that I've been loving. There's also tons of new makeup that's out that I've been collecting and saving so we can do a video together. I'm really excited actually about being home so I can like just film and have fun doing it. I want to, oh my god, like packing my hospital bag. Love that. Let's zoom in and do our eyes. I like that skin, it looks fresh. I'm going to use my eye wand and sand as a base as always. Scribble that on. And I'm just patting that out before we do some eyeshadow. And I think I want to do a really soft spotlight eye with liner. So the liner will make it look kind of baddie. And then I want to do dark underneath my eyes, which I never do anymore, but I love it. I've also been working very hard on Vive, as always. Trying to see something sneaky. Oh my god, oh my god. Just so excited about absolutely everything that's happening this year. It's the most exciting year. Some really amazing products that I have trying and testing for ages, obviously. I'm sure you guys are sick of that. It takes such a long time to make, but actually they do take a really long time to make. I'm just feeling, I think, so grateful. I can't believe that I'm sitting, you know, in my house, that, you know, we're really getting somewhere with the house. I've got a happy wee baby in my belly that their only worry right now is to kick the living daylights out of me. I'm just really enjoying it. Really enjoying it. I think I'm looking forward to when my travelling stops. Like, I'm going to soak up every last minute of it because it's going to be a little while until that happens again. I'm excited just to be at home for so long. I also feel weirdly really grateful about the time of year she's been born, just because I love summer so much and I can't wait to literally just push her wee pram around. I've also started writing a list of stuff that we need to start buying. We've started buying some things that I know will take a long time, like furniture and all that stuff. Our pram's ordered. So we're kind of in a good place with that, but there's a lot of stuff I need to get, like nappies and shit. I know that I've updated you on pregnancy to an extent, but if you want me to do another video talking to you more in depth, I'd love to. So just let me know that. I've really missed sitting down and chatting with you, you know that. I'm just using my full expression brushes, in case you were wondering. I tell you one thing I've been terrible at lately is exercise. I had all these big ideas about joining a swimming pool because I love swimming. I really like swimming actually, and I've heard it is really great for pregnancy, but I've just not got around to it. I've not really been home that much. I feel like I've been travelling quite a lot since the start of the year. So I've done terrible at that, and then my Peloton is still acting like a flipping clothes horse. It's not doing anything productive. Been going out for walks with the dog, and the last one that I went, I honestly struggled to get back up the hill. I was like, this is not good. I felt like I was getting like a stitch around the bottom of my stomach. So I was like holding my bump and I was like, what is going on? So I've definitely been much lazier than I wanted to be, but again, I think trying to be kind to myself. I've definitely not been not active. Like when you're traveling and stuff, you're walking around quite a lot, so I've not been stagnant, but I've definitely not moved as much as I like. I did go to baby yoga or pregnancy yoga for a bit, which was nice, but then again I started travelling, so my block ran out. Right, let's use mahogany eye wand underneath the eye. Oh, I tell you one other bloody life update that's going to be life changing. We've started Gusto. Oh my god, we've only done 2 days, right? I can't really cook. There's a couple of things that I can cook, and I think if I made it more of a priority, I would enjoy it, but in the grand scheme of things, for me, it's just not something that I'm interested in really. But Gusto, which if you don't know what it is, it's like a meal prep service, kind of like a meal service. So they send you all the ingredients and then you just cook it. And it comes with a recipe card that gives you instructions. Now, it's like HelloFresh, which I'd seen way more of. But oh my god, it's delicious. That's the second day we've had it. We're going to save so much money. There's absolutely no food waste. It gets delivered to your house once a week. This is not an ad, in case you're wondering. But oh my god, I'm honestly obsessed. Shredded beef stir fry last night. And today we had like a pasta and meatballs, which actually had a tomato sauce, which is giving me heartburn. Which I'm actually just going to suck on this. Garbage gone. I'm using tons of Vive because I've literally just got my makeup bag from all my travels just sitting here. But I'm going to do a makeup tutorial really soon, trying out loads of new products. Let's do a straight wing. I'm just going to use my Roller Lash Mascara from Benefit. Something I loved about being away in America for all those days was we were so busy that every single day I was getting up and getting ready. So like I said, I feel great when I'm ready. I feel great when I've thought about my clothes, my outfits. I think maternity fashion is harder than I thought it would be. Not because I'm thinking about it a lot, just because I don't fit anything. I'm not wanting to spend money on clothes, maternity clothes. If anything, I'd rather save spending the money on maternity clothes and buy something nice after the baby's here. I'll tell you something I'm very excited about, buying baby girl clothes. I read somewhere that your baby's dress fashion is just an extension of yourself. So I'm taking that very seriously. And I know I'm talking a lot about her in this video, but that's only because it's a life updates video. I'm not going to be turning into a full-time mummy blogger. I think that there'll be occasions where I'm talking about it and talking about her and parenthood and motherhood and kids stuff, but there's going to be loads of stuff where I'm just talking about all the other stuff that you've watched me do for years. That mascara's very good, isn't it? Actually, another question, and sorry guys, I know that I'm asking you loads of questions, but another one is while I navigate my new changes in my life. If you watch other people on YouTube that also have kids, just if there's any other videos that you like the idea of that you think would be great from me, I might not have thought of all of them. Probably haven't, definitely haven't. I'm going to go in with my Modern Powder Perfector and this little velvet sponge that Desi gave me when I was filming with her, because oh my goodness, it's really good. Do you see I've got a little blemish here? See when you go over it with the matte sponge, like the powder, and around my mouth. Right, let's mirror it into our lips. Oh, hello. Oh, we having a nightmare. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, baby girl. You move in bed. Okay, for my lips, we're going to do a little bit of a kind of brighter nude, changing it up. I'm going to start with Tailored Modern Lip Definer. This is a Vive combo I'm going to do that I have been loving. So Tailored's the darkest lip liner that I've made. It's amazing on deeper skin and it's amazing for outlining like deeper colours, but you can also use it for nudes. I was going to make a joke about it being the only nudes that I'm interested in right now, but that is so not true. I have never taken more naked pictures of myself because I can't believe what my body looks like. I've just got this round, protruding belly. I've always wanted a pregnant belly, so I'm finding it really cool. And I'm just going in with Peached to blend that out and almost go over the top so we get that nice warmth. It almost goes like a little bit purpley. And basically, see those two lip liners, it's not a rule. You just need a darker one and a lighter one. And you get a finish like this, maybe slightly different colour, but it will still look great. We're going to use Pinch lipstick, which I think, see with a tan, oh my god. Plus, actually, the nice thing about this combo is if you didn't want it to be so dark outlined, you could just use Peached and Pinch together. They go. They're the matching pair. We're going to do Pesca Lip Dew. We actually have bundles for Lip Dew and Sunset Blush Balm together. So here's Pesca Sunset Blush Balm and Pesca Lip Dew. You can get them in a bundle and there's a saving on our website. There's so many things that we've done that I've not been on YouTube to talk to you about, but we do share them on our Instagram and on mine as well. But I wanted a glossy, like, oh my god, it's perfect. Let's leave it lashless for two reasons. One, I feel like just mascara looks great, and two, I'm literally not going anywhere. But I have been wearing lashes a lot, especially my half lashes. I feel like we could do a tiny bit more Sunset Blush Balm. So I'm going to take a bit of my hand again so you can build it up. She's wriggling about in my stomach. You know, some kids like go so, they either follow in the steps of their parents, like they've got kind of similar interests, or they go the complete other way. I do wonder what she's going to be like. I'm definitely not going to push the beauty agenda on her at all, but part of me can't help but think it would be so cool if she likes makeup. Because then she'll think I'm cool. Right, let's take this fringe out. Oh, the last update for you is my undercut. Do you want to see what it looks like? Oh, it's getting long. Do you know, I will say, this is better than what it was. Like, I feel like I could just chop my hair there, but I just don't know if I'd suit it. And I'm like, I can't believe how long my hair's got naturally with like no extensions or anything. So I'm just gonna persevere. I can get it up. If I put my hair in a bun, I can just slick it up so I can hide it. So it'll just be a wee bit extra effort. And then, I don't know, maybe when baby's a wee bit older, like when we're like 6 months out or something, I don't know, maybe we'll chop my hair. Because then it won't be as short, right? I feel like I've had hair that short before. I forgot the piece de resistance. These hoops I have not stopped wearing since I got them. They are River Island from ASOS. I'll find the link and tag them as well because I just think they're so cool. They're like the perfect chunky midi hoop So you guys, that is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed just hearing my updates. I am feeling really good and very excited. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you Utan for sponsoring a portion of this video. I'll put all my details to my code and the products that I recommend, the videos that I said to go and watch for my tan routine and stuff like that. I'll put all that stuff in the description box. And other than that, let me know. I know I asked you a lot of questions, but let me know in the comments. And I will see you in the next video. Bye. My goodness. Say hello to my new friends. We're doing quite a glam look today, by the way, because that's what Mama wants. Put all that stuff in the, what do you call it?